One of the features of a developed or developing city is infrastructural development, and roads is a key part of that. On the program this week, we beam our searchlight on the various road construction projects undertaken by Governor Darius Ishaku-led administration. My name is Nelson Etta. Join me as I take you on a journey to discover Taraba.
At the swearing-in ceremony are a new set of council chairmen and commissioners expected to promote the plans, policies and programs of Governor Darius Ishaku and join the ongoing effort focused on transforming the state into a viable economy. Governor Ishaku talks about current insecurity and the many challenges of government. He urged the newly appointed council bosses to prioritize maintaining peace in their communities.
I employ the CTC committees to participate in the administration's overall grand design, which entails good governance, the provision of infrastructure, and the overall well-being of all residents of our beloved state. Your responsibility is to transmit our policies and programs to the rural population without partisanship.
The governor, who also administered the oath of office on 7 new commissioners and collaborate with government to achieve the rescue mission agenda before the expiration of his second term as governor.
The commissioners also have a very important task ahead of them that calls for the utmost commitment and dedication. Some of you are familiar with the initiatives and strategies of this administration, so please join forces with me as we serve the populace.
In an interview with TVC News, some of the caretaker committee council chairmen and commissioners thanked the governor for finding them worthy and promised to sustain his rescue mission agenda.
And we are going to do our best to ensure that we continuously sustain the rescue mission agenda of His Excellency to the glory of God and for the benefit of good people of Taraba State.
The way I view it is that he has invited us back again so that our names will be written in the history because of the gigantic projects that he is undertaking. That's how personally I look at it.
Well, actually, we shall double our efforts in what we are known to be doing.
Some commissioners who had earlier resigned their appointment to contest PDP primaries are among those sworn in. Some of the commissioners were selected because of their contributions to achieving the goals and objectives of Governor Ishaku's administration.
As an architect, one of the cardinal policies of Governor Darius Ishaku is delivery of modernized Taraba to people of the state by May 2023. I had a chat with the governor to understand his passion for the state in the area of infrastructural development. Let's talk about road construction and infrastructural development. I'm aware that before you came in on board, Taraba hardly had good roads, 1, 2. If there was any road, it was just a path. But you came as an architect, expanded the roads, gave dual carriageways. First of all, I want to ask you, Excellency, did you have a personal blueprint as to what you wanted Jalingo to look like?
All my roads, they lead from somewhere to something, and something to somebody. All my roads. They lead from somewhere to something, and from something to somebody. My roads lead from a food production point to somewhere, and that person takes you to somewhere. Now, let's take Ukari, Sokundi.
Kundira was there.
Now, you used to take, during my campaign, it took me almost 4 hours to get to Sokundi. Now, Ukari was the largest, biggest town in the state when the state was created. In the 70s, water used to come from Sokundi to Ukarita. But because the road was terribly, terribly bad, nobody could go there. Nobody could service the pipes from there. So they now turned to get water from Ibi, which is closer. But now, what takes more than 3-4 hours to get to Sokundi is 24 minutes the last time I went there. Sokundi axis is where you get largest quantity of yams, largest quantity of gari, largest quantity of grains to the city in Ukari. And Ukari now is like a center for food. That is where people come every week to load hundreds, thousands of yams, load maize, grains, and what have you. So in our master plan, it became an important road. We highlighted it with the red. That needs to be done. To evacuate food from somewhere to where it is needed to be taken to somebody who is in Lagos like you. So once we can evacuate from the rural place, that road is inaccessible. It became an emergency road. Once we connected that, food is available now. Ukari has a road that leads you to Makadi, leads you to Jos, leads you to everywhere. So once we are there, we're home and dry. So we turn our attention to somewhere else. When you look at Euro Zinc axis, that is the northern north part, they produce the best yams in this country, the sweetest yam, the biggest yam. Wow. So we needed the road from that junction in the Langkawi to Pantasawa. Pantasawa, in proximity to Jalingo, the head capital, there is a short road here, less than 10 kilometers or 12, it will take you, but it's passing through hills, rocks, mountains, and this. It will cost me twice to build that road, but it's the shortest road. And when I got the people and started interacting with them, do you want this road? I want to build a road. Is it better I pass here or it passes through where I built it? They say, if you build a road here, you are building for rocks. Who will farm on the rock? Who lives there? Please build out the road here is longer. It's 2.5 times longer or 3. That is where we have our farmers who farm all the yams you're talking about. Leave this one. If somebody in future want to build a road for tourism, that is where he can buy. So we now built that road. So with the opening of this road, the young man who comes from anywhere now has his opening. He can buy his yams easily. He travels there easily. The vehicles now go easily. Yeah. I've taken the one in the north. I've taken one in the south. Now let me tell you the one that is most two exciting ones. I told you at the beginning that I have development centers, sector centers, industrial development centers that I planned. Gasol was one of them. Gasol is just 27 kilometers or so from the major road. If you are going to Ukari at Yerima, you dart to Gasol. It used to take like 3 hours, more than three and a half. Because you are going into Fadamalan, rice. So you keep galloping, you can hardly move. So it takes you that long. No, they are almost halfway through with a third road. Beautiful. The whole of Karim If you have been to Karim Lamido all the way, when you stand at Karim, you will see it here in the picture. I was standing with some of them. So I connected that road to Gasson. Now we're having one of the biggest rice mill coming up there, built by one of the indigenes from the state. By the time they finish that, I'm sure it will be one of the biggest rice mill because it's built right inside the Fadama itself and the rice field around the place. Taking something from somewhere to where it's needed.
Your Excellency, you are an adept encyclopedia, but I think we'll have to throw in the towel at this juncture. We'll pick it up again next time when we have the privilege of sitting down to speak with you, sir.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
For better understanding of the level of his infrastructure transformation in Taraba State, especially in the area of road construction, Governor Darius Ishaku took us on a tour of some projects. The crew included the Secretary to the State Government, the State Commissioner for Works, and that of Information, as well as other government officials. The tour began from the beginning of the entryway into Jalingo, the state capital. This is the proposed site for a park for trailers going in and out of Jalingo. The purpose of siting the trailer park here, a few kilometers before entering Jalingo, is to ensure that long vehicles don't park along the expressway, thereby causing traffic or accident.
The idea is that if people are coming, they should park here, then take a small bus and go to the city, do whatever they want, but not park in the city. And if you need anything in the city, you come and park here, they bring you goods, they load you here, then you go out of the city. So these two sides will be a very big trailer park. This will turn out to be a small town. There will be so many things here, restaurants, water facilities, electrical facilities, and all you think that will go with it. So this will be another mini hub. Because in any town where these trailer parks are, that's where they attract population. So there will be changing rooms, and so yes, there will be mini markets here, so for where they can eat. They can change, they can do all they wanted to do. This place is going to change completely. All these small houses you are seeing here, they will soon change their look. So this will expand and open the city for those way of coming. But the major thing is that we are decongesting now. We don't want any trailer because the road is bigger now, so they have ample space to park and cause nuisance. Even now they are already doing it, and we wouldn't want that at all.
Our next stop was at the pedestrian crossing. Here, the governor explained the condition of the road before he came into power.
You can see how wide the road is now.
You expanded the road to this?
Yes, there was nothing like this. There was just one tiny road that goes now. This is dualized by us. So this is virtually finished. That's the last layer that they are waiting to do now. Once they do the last layer, they'll be done. And then you can see the light, the pipes. Yeah.
With a wide road like this, it was, of course, necessary and important to have these pedestrian bridges.
Yes.
To inhibit or limit accident victims.
Because finally they will put some barrier. They'll put some barrier to
compulsory for pedestrians to climb
on this. Because without it now, people will just cross anyhow. And that will create more problem. So you can see this has opened up the city completely. Hitherto, you don't even know that you are entering the state capital. Somebody passed there, passed where we stopped, and went to the next village and asked him where is Jalingo. They say you have passed Jalingo.
Because it didn't look like Jalingo.
It didn't look like a town.
So, Your Excellency, a narrow route this was.
Yeah.
But you came and expanded it into a dual
Absolutely.
carriageway, and then mounted this gigantic flyover.
So this flyover was mounted across here. Before now, all the trucks that you see will be parked left and right here.
Thereby, leaving a very mini patch
and accident rate.
Wow.
So with this now, the traffic from the main city crosses to this town, and so the town is still connected. Then when you are coming outside the town, you fly over this and off you go.
You know, when I spoke to the residents earlier, because I was here some time ago, I spoke to people around here. One of the things they told me was that the construction and the dualization of this road has markedly reduced the rate of accident in this
Yes, it did. It did. When I first came, before the banning of Okada, every 2 days you have terrible accidents. People breaking their legs, their head, or their neck, or their spine. Okada. So with the tricycle now, the rate has come down. And with this dualization now, wow.
Again, like I said, the people love you. They are chanting your name.
They didn't even know I'll be here. I didn't know. No, no.
What began as a quiet tour became a rousing. Residents from all walks of life, young and old, men and women, came out in their numbers to receive the man they call their father. The smiles on their faces, the strength of their chants, and the energy of their excitement can be encapsulated in one word, Nagode, which means thank you. The people are truly happy with Governor Darius Ishaku, as Governor Ishaku took us to one project after another.
Because our biggest problem on this road was how we can bring out these piles before last year's rainy season. Do you believe this job started 1st January last year? The whole of this.
And it's done.
So if they hadn't come out of, and this pile is like 10 meters down, some are more than 10. That is 2-story buildings
underneath the earth.
So they did their best, the contractors.
The journey was blissful as it was an eye-opener into the heart of the man nicknamed DDI by his people.
To show you why I say every road starts from somewhere to where is needed. This connects you to Lao. You cross the River Benue, you go to Karim Lamido. And Lao is supposed to be a center, a developmental center, industrial sector center. And next is Gasso. And if you go to the River Benue, you will see a Fadama land that goes endless up to Gasso, from Gasso to Ibi. And the next development area is Kashimbila. Kashimbila already has 40 megawatts. The power is coming up. The dam is existing.
So every developmental area is connected to these roads at the end of the day?
All the roads that we are doing.
Which then leads into the main town?
Yes. So in the Kashimila already they are producing the 40 megawatts. Is already in the grid. They have water, the dam is there, big one. So it's supposed to be a hub. And the fourth one is supposed to be in Mambila, which unfortunately didn't work.
Your Excellency, all of this in 8 years.
Ambitious, isn't it?
It is. have you ever sat down to calculate how much you have, might I say, sunk into the state since day one to the last day? Would you do that? Have you ever done that?
I have never done it because it will discourage me.
Oh, well.
It discouraged me, you know. Sometimes it's funny when you keep thinking, you don't even think of yourself sometimes. And but a good thing is that people have recognized that we are doing something. They are happy. Now this one is the road that evacuates you out of the city. You just pass and go to where we started. From there you exit.
An unpredictable Governor Ishaku, without any notice, stopped the convoy to buy roasted corn from a woman selling the delicacy by the roadside. Truly, DDI is a man of the people. A trip across the length and breadth of Taraba State reveals a signature imprint of Governor Darius Ishaku on road construction. There is virtually no local government or community where His Excellency has not constructed a road. Until next week, when I bring you more on the exploit of Governor Darius Ishaku, I just want to say, keep discovering Taraba.